Briefing for the ToEFL. Friends, uh, every phase of our history leaves a few things behind. Some positive legacies to treasure and retain and advance, and some negative ones which we need to counter. Out of the colonial rule, our initial advantage in English proficiency was a national asset. Through decades of neglect and inefficiency, we are on the verge of losing it to other countries. And in order to stem this tide, all of us bear our responsibility. EPP was started with the mission to ensure that every educated Indian develops a good proficiency in English language, which is not only his own personal asset, but it is a national asset. And therefore, part of the responsibility is with each of you. Those who have a weak background in English, their weakness is not their own personal weakness. Such personal weaknesses pull up to create and sustain a laid back environment in which others find their inefficiency, their deficiency acceptable. And that is how we are slowly losing this advantage to other countries. So now, those who have a deficiency in English, it is their responsibility to make conscious effort to improve it, thereby increase their viability, increase their probability of success and progress in their own lives, and at the same time create a national asset. And those who are strong in English bear the responsibility that they should help others to build that strength. English proficiency program gives an opening to both. Those who have a weakness in English, for them, we regularly run our courses. For one of them, the registration is currently on. And those who are strong in English, we welcome them in our team as academic contributors, volunteers, and teaching assistants. Whether your English is weak or strong, in order to determine that, we have this test of English as a functional language. Please switch off your mobiles. It is a 45 minutes test, and in that you will be essentially being asked to answer 5 questions. In the first question, there will be a passage in which there will be 10 words missing, and separately a collection of 10 words will be given. You have to choose the correct words and fill those blanks. In question 2, there will be 10 places blank for which you have to find out the correct words. For this question, a list of words will not be given. In question 3, you will find a passage from which we have removed many verbs, and you have to supply the correct forms of the correct verbs at the correct places. And make note that you should not try to reproduce the entire passage, because that way you will run out of time and you will not be able to complete the test. So just write whatever is to be filled in the proper place. And in order to demarcate the place, you should write also the word appearing in the left and word appearing in the right, in between the two words in which you are going to fit the verb, and make a reference of that through the line number. You do not need to remember everything, because in the same slide there will be 2 examples given at the top. Similarly, question 4 is another passage in which there are many mistakes. You have to find the mistakes and suggest the corrections. In this case also, you make a reference through the line number, tell the mistake, and make the correction in the same manner in which 2 examples are given. Question 5 is a composition question. After these, there will be a small question 6, which is essentially survey questions. On the way, as we operate through the slides, if you miss something which is small, and if you want to make quick adjustments, don't worry, because after we complete the forward journey over slides, we will have a backward journey over slides for you to make revisions and make small changes. And at the end of the test, you note down your 4-digit code number and submit the sheet. And don't forget that code number. Don't divulge it to others if you want your um, test result to be confidential. Against this code number in the EPP website, after a week or so, the test results will be uploaded. Now, in the announcement of this test, we have also made a promise that those who score well in this test, that is, those who get a grade of S, A, or B, we will make some arrangements to give them a certificate. Now, question 6, the survey question also asks you that in that case, whether you are interested in the certificate or not. So, based on a test conducted at this scale, in this kind of environment, a certification cannot be made, and therefore ToEFL, as it is mostly for self-assessment. It does not have too much value for certification. Therefore, the arrangement that we make for certification is that those who are clear through this test, that is, those who secure S, A, or B grade in this, and who are willing to take the test for the certification, we will conduct another test called ADEPT, Advanced English Proficiency Test, and that test will be conducted in proper exam environment, and through that test we will try to make the same assessment. So those who get A grade in TOEFL are supposed to get A grade in the ADEPT also, and therefore through ADEPT we will actually decide who is in which grade, and after that, to those people who succeed through ADEPT, we will give a certificate. Now, if you want, you can ask any question for which you want any clarification, because once the test starts, we do not provide any clarification. Thank you.